Al Jean, Mara Davis, nice talking to you.
Nice to talk to you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Was it surprising to you, or like, oh yeah, another 2 seasons?
Well, I knew it was in the works. You never take it for granted, but the numbers have been really good. We just switched to high def, and that's gone over very well. So, I thought it would happen.
Well, I've noticed the high def, and it makes quite a difference.
It's amazing.
It really is. It's like Bart is like in my face.
I know. It's and that's what we'll be doing from now on. I mean, everything looks like the movie.
Have you been thinking along the lines when it comes to the writing and the animation, like, hey, we're in HD now, so we can do more innovative things?
Well, there's definitely been a lot of talk about how we fill the frame, how things will look. Still, just want to do stories that we feel are emotional stories, are funny, a family can relate to, and then, when we get those, then it's not so hard once we get the basic idea. But to me, it looks like the freshest thing I've seen.
Well, I had read something that you said, the reason why it's been able to last so long is the idea of that it's a family and everybody can relate to, your average American family, even though I don't know that the Simpsons are average. But they share a lot of characteristics with, I think, the average family, and not just in America, but around the world. Like people look at Homer and they go, "That's an American." That's we can relate to that. Now you've got 2 more seasons to write. I would think that you're constantly watching the news or constantly following pop culture, because the Simpsons do such a great job of staying relevant. What are the current events that are on your radar right now?
Well, this coming Sunday we have a show where Homer throws this big Mardi Gras party that he finances with a home equity loan. And when they call the loan, he gets foreclosed. So Flanders has to buy the house to rent it back to the Simpsons. But now that he's their landlord, they make him do all these repairs, and he gets really mad. Then the next week we have a sort of a Da Vinci Code type episode where Homer has to leave Maggie for a second outside a convent, and the nuns take her. And then Lisa has to solve a series of puzzles to figure out how to get her back.
How do you guys do that? It's so funny to me that every episode that runs, it's like you guys are right on it. Obviously, the home equity loan episode that you just discussed.
Well, what we do is we try to figure out what things will be, still current a year, from the time that we write them. And unfortunately, with the home equity thing, we were pretty sure that was still going to be an issue. Like with last year when we had the show right before the election, we'd looked it up, and the Halloween show aired 2 days before the voting, so we thought people are still going to be worried about, is their vote going to be counted? Is the machine going to change it? And, once you go, well, this is the sort of thing we can do, then you can change little bits. Like, again, last year, the thing we did with the election, if the candidates had changed, we could have changed that.
That's so interesting. I would have, now I'm going to watch it differently, thinking that you all are really thinking a year ahead. So would it be relevant to get maybe John McCain or Sarah Palin to do any characters on the show?
You would think Palin is going to be of interest in
right.
2012. Yeah, McCain, I don't know. He, I think his national, his presidential days are behind him.
Right. But I mean, Sarah Palin would be a funny character to have on.
Yeah, well, I thought she was funny on Saturday Night Live. It's again, though, you never know. 2 years, things change so fast. You have no idea. I mean, no one 3 years ago said Obama was going to be president.
Right. Do you look at certain things in pop culture and you're like, okay, would you think about doing something on the Octomom, or you just you have to think, are people going to care about that in a year?
Well, we did a show where Apu had octuplets where they were...
Right. I remember that. That was so long ago.
Yeah, it was 8 years. So we were in octuplets before it was cool. And, no, that happens, too, where we do something and then events that happen are uncannily similar. I think that show we did after there had been septuplets or something, and you just find it's funny how the world starts saying, "Hey, we're going to imitate."
Right. So, is it true? Is Lisa your favorite character to write for?
Yes, I think that Lisa is the closest to what I was as a kid. I really wasn't cool like Bart. I was more of a nerd.
Right.
So, in my when I would think of ideas, I would tend to think of Lisa ideas.
Sure. And is there a celebrity that you keep asking to have on and they keep saying no, or does everybody pretty much say yes?
Well, we've tried to get every president or former president, although we didn't try for the last president, and we haven't tried for Obama yet. So maybe that's what we'll, one day wind up doing.
Okay. I think W would probably do it. What do you think?
That depends if we'd ask. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like he's got anything else going on.
All right. Well, Al Jean, you are a legend. The Simpsons, legendary. It's unbelievable to think 22 seasons. That is,
it is amazing.
It is really unbelievable that it's like a lifetime. I mean, so many of us just grew up watching the show, and we're still watching it, and you should be very proud of that.
Thank you.
Well, huge fan. The Simpsons rock. Thanks for giving us a few minutes today. The great Al Jean. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure.